The Jayco Herald Sun Tour is Australia's oldest stage race, but this year it's been dominated by the internationals. A triple Olympic Games gold medalist from Great Britain, Ed Clancy, won the opening prologue and donned the yellow jersey. On the wind-swept roads to Warrnambool, a crash brought some hopes to an end. But not those of the Great Dane. Another Olympic champion, this time from Denmark, Lasse Norman Hansen, snatched the win. And he moved into the race lead. Gravel roads greeted the peloton on the way to Ballarat, and the yellow jersey hit the deck. Then in the sprint to Buninyong, it was the Danish national champion, Mads Pedersen, who got there first. Yesterday to Lake Mountain, the climbers had their day, where Colombia's Esteban Chavez lived up to his nickname, the Smiling Assassin. He destroyed his rivals and did it all with a now famous ear-to-ear grin. One day remains, the battle around Kinglake, as Chavez aims to create history by becoming the first Colombian to win the Sun Tour.
Esteban Chavez in the yellow jersey with 1 day remaining on the Jayco Herald Sun Tour, and the destination is Kinglake, just 40 kilometres to the north of Melbourne, where the weather is idyllic. There's hardly a cloud in the sky, the temperature is into the mid-20s. Hello and welcome, Matthew Keenan with you, joined by Phil Liggett. Phil, yesterday, what a performance it was by Chavez with all the pressure on his shoulders.
It was a world-class performance. He predicted he was going to do it, but you know, 17 kilometres from the end is a huge gamble at this time of the year for a man even of his ability. But he made it to the top and he got the yellow jersey. Hats off to him.
The Mitchelton Scott team, they dominate the top three in the overall standings. In second place is Cameron Meyer. Third place, the defending champion, is Damien Howson. Can anybody interrupt that podium?
Well, they've got what they wanted and what they planned for. That's the top three in the overall situation. They've got a great combination. This is a great circuit here, and we're doing it one more lap than last year, and it's very warm. So it could change the situation, but all the classifications today are up for grabs, which means we'll have an exciting day.
Well, let's now take a look at the course around Kinglake. It's 5 laps of the circuit. It's 151 kilometres. As you mentioned, it's 1 lap more than what we saw last year when the Brit Ian Stannard won the stage. The climb itself, it's not particularly arduous. It will require plenty of power, however, as they go over it, obviously 5 times. King of the Mountains points up for grabs and sprint prizes at the finish line in Kinglake. The last 3 kilometres, there's a descent down towards the finish, and then they do the left-hand turn. As for the favourites to win the stage today, Phil, this is really wide open.
It is so hard to predict, Matt. I actually hate the question today because there are so many guys who will see this as their chance. And we must remember, no Australian yet has won the stage of this race this week.
It's been a long time since that has happened. So amongst the favourites, Mitchelton Scott, they have the yellow jersey. They also have 2 real contenders today, Damien Howson and Cameron Meyer. The Dutch, they could get the victory with Kunderkoort or his teammate Ruben Guerrero. Zach Dempster from Bendigo, so too Sam Crome, Von Hoff. Cyrus Monk was really good here last year, James Whelan and Patrick Lane. But you've also got hopes for a British cyclist today.
Yeah, I think there could also be a big move by JLT Condor. They felt they made a mistake yesterday. They backed the wrong member of the team. But today, watch out for Ian Bibby. I think he won't be far away.
Well, the stage is set for an aggressive day of racing. Let's now get down to David McKenzie.
Well, it's nice and relaxed here in Kinglake at the moment, isn't it? You can see the teams getting organised, nice and chilled out. They won't be once the race starts, though. Esteban Chavez, all things considered equal, he should take out this year's Jayco Herald Sun Tour. His closest main rival is Ruben Guerrero from Trek Segafredo, 45 second in arrears. I think the question mark is who can win this stage and can someone seriously challenge the team of Mitchelton Scott? They're in there getting ready, plenty of fans waiting to see what will unfold on this final stage. You love coming here, you love Australia. Do you think you win today, you become a little bit more Australian? Like, we call you the Colombian kangaroo, but maybe we'll look into residency if you win today.
Well, if it is possible, come on. If someone from the government sees this and can give me one passport, I'm really glad about that.
Yeah, for sure, it'll be a hard stage. I have a look when we come by car. We'll see how the legs goes, and I'll try my opportunity for sure.
Yeah. If I've got good legs, I'll give it everything. It's the last day for a while for me, so yeah, fingers crossed. It isn't as big as I think it is, and I can get over it.
As we saw last year, it comes down to a pretty select group. I think there might have been 30 at the finish last year, but it was raced pretty hard, and I can expect the same today. I think, yeah, teams have nothing really to lose. They can throw it all out there, and as long as we remain calm and in control, yeah, we hope to walk away with the yellow jersey today, and if we can fill the podium with the GC after that, that's just an added bonus.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Plenty to look forward to today, but there's been a lot of racing already, and it all kicked off on Tuesday in Healesville with the first ever edition of the women's Jayco Herald Sun Tour, where a new star, Brodie Chapman, was born.
You took the words out of my mouth, Matthew. This young lady took on the race, and she took on the world #1 and the world time trial champion, Annemiek van Vleuten, and Van Vleuten chased her but couldn't catch her.
It was a brilliant performance, holding off the time trial world champion. She then had a 12-second buffer heading into the final stage, a 1.6-kilometre time trial. The world champion won the time trial, but Chapman won the yellow jersey.
She certainly did. This young lady's got a full-time employment as well, but I think she should look now to being a full-time bike rider.
Well, she's only 26 years of age, so she's got plenty of time to make that transition, and let's hope that there's some big professional teams knocking on the door. When we saw the women finish the race, the men got underway with that 1.6-kilometre prologue for them on the tight circuit along the banks of the Yarra River.
Well, the team predicted that this man would win, and they weren't let down in the end, were they? Because Ed Clancy went in the first 10 riders out of the start house. He set a time that nobody would match, but only just.
Well, the top 4 was separated by less than 1 second, and the yellow jersey, Ed Clancy, a triple Olympic Games gold medalist, he said that he hadn't even looked at the course beyond the prologue. It was then on to Warrnambool for what was a really difficult day of racing.
Yes, once you pull on the yellow jersey, you have hopes, but I think those hopes faded early on as we headed towards the Great Ocean Road. It was not to be for Ed Clancy. The jersey was going to change hands in Warrnambool.
They made their way past the 12 Apostles London Bridge, and there was a big fall that included Lauren Didier in the red colours from Trek Segafredo, who somehow finished the stage but wasn't able to start the next day.
Injury's not too serious. He's back home, though, in Luxembourg right now, as the yellow jersey was lingering at the back in a very good race to the line, though. We had a new leader on the block. The Danish rider, Lasse Norman Hansen, snatched it on the line, got enough time bonus to become the man in yellow.
Stil von Hoff was second on the stage, and importantly, Damien Housen, last year's winner, he was the rider that was caught just 50 metres away from the finish line. Then from Warrnambool to Ballarat, more crashes. The yellow jersey, a soft landing, if you can call it that.
Well, at least he landed on someone else, and he was up and away before our cameras could really catch him. He was quickly back in the race. His tail was up, but then came a stretch of road that was really made for ballet dancers. As they skidded all over the place, the race was neutralised.
And then in the sprint finish to the line, the Danes continued their success. Mads Pedersen, their national champion, he got the win by a whisker ahead of Stil von Hoff, second for the second day in a row.
But for the first time this week, the same man kept the leader's yellow jersey, and that was Lasse Norman Hansen.
Then the Queen's stage, yesterday's stage, it started at Mitchelton Winery, then up to Lake Mountain. Chavez was the rider with all the pressure on his shoulders, and he delivered. The yellow jersey lost contact, but Alexander